Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dove. It is so nice to be back and like be consistent with my content. It's been so long since I've been able to like be super consistent with the videos I post, how many I post, this and that, but like I'm so glad that I finally have the means and stuff and the time, and it's so fun. I actually love being on camera. But yeah, as you can tell from today's title, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a comic book haul. I just got some comic book mail earlier today. I think it's currently like 3 something. I think it's almost 4 p.m. right now while I'm recording. So I've had this for a bit. I did already open it, so I already know what it is, obviously. But I still have a lot more coming in the mail for comic books, so this is just, one video. I buy so many comics, so this type of video will become very common on this channel very soon. So this is just like part 1 for this week. I think I'm gonna have some more coming in over the weekend because they're being shipped, I think, from New York or something. But I forgot where these ones came from. All of my comics are from Whatnot, by the way. I buy literally all my comics off Whatnot. I go into lives and stuff, have certain sellers I like, and I just get, all my comics from them. These ones, it's a stack of, I think they're 7. Yeah, there's 7 in the stack. I'm literally so excited to show you guys. There's a whole new series in here. It's an indie series. Sorry, I keep messing with my bangs, and yes, I did cut them again earlier to even them out. So if they look lopsided, if one side looks higher than the other, don't mention it. I know, I've been trying to fix it for like a week now. So we're literally gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that entirely, and let's get to these comic books. I'm literally so excited. Now, there is a reason why Superman is in the back. Now, 2 of these are DC, and then the rest of them are my indies that I'm collecting and stuff. I have been struggling, though, to find Black Canary, because right now I have, in her first, I think these ones, the Black Canary originals. This is her, like, first solo series. From 93. These ones I only have 1, 2, and 4. I need 3 through literally the rest of it, and then Black Canary New Wings I only have number 1, and I have been struggling so much to find literally anything else. Thankfully, you'll see in my next comic book haul that I was able to find one Black Canary, but it wasn't from one of her originals. It was more from DC's Action Weekly, so she is like predominantly in it, but I wouldn't consider it like part of her specific run. But like these specific runs, I have been struggling so much to find. So if you're a seller on Whatnot, or you just sell comics, or you know a seller that for sure has any of the Black Canary runs, please let me know or send them my way, because I like desperately need them, like desperately. So anyways, let's get into this haul. I'm so excited. There's 7 of them. So we're gonna start off with the main ones, which is, I'm so excited for. I haven't read it yet. I haven't read any of these. These are like brand new to me. But we have the JLA Foreign Bodies, which I'm really, really excited about. It's essentially, I'm not gonna open them. There's some that I might open. I think this one I will, because I want to show you guys the back of it, because it's kind of like synopsis-y. But it's JLA Foreign Bodies, and as you can see, Superman and Batman are on the cover. And did I buy this because they're on the cover? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had zero idea what this was about before buying it, but I saw Batman and Superman on the cover, and I was like, I kind of need it. I do kind of need it for my Superman and Batman shrine that I am building, and I will show you guys one day, but I need to reorganize literally my entire space to fit all of my comics in it. So once I do that, I will give you guys a little showcase, but for now, this is going on my shrine, and look how cool it is. But apparently the synopsis for this one is that, and it's thick too. Look at the spine on that. The synopsis is that apparently everyone in the JLA like gets their powers like swapped or something. That's like what I was able to pick up from the back. Like their powers get swapped, and like look at the spine. Let me see. Look at the spine. It is so thick. It's literally so thick and so pretty. And DC Comics, I think this is like a one-shot. This is like a one-shot solo, from 1999. It doesn't seem to be part of like a full series, but the art in it is like really, really cool. So I'm excited to like read this one. I haven't read it yet, obviously. I just got it this morning, a few hours ago. So haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited. It looks really good. It is in such good quality and stuff like that. As soon as I saw it on the live, I was like, mine. And I'll explain to you guys the seller and everything and the process on how I got these, because for all 7 of these, I only paid $17, but for the comics alone, it was only $8, and then it was $9 in shipping and stuff like that. So I'll go into detail on that at the end. But honestly, steal. Are you kidding me? So that's number 1, and we're gonna set them on the side right next to Superman. And this is now, I'll show you guys why I brought out Superman Up in the Sky, which this is number 1 in the run, as you can tell down there. So I haven't read this run. I don't think I've read this run, so I'm excited to read it. I'm gonna read this one, see how I feel about it, and then I'll collect the rest of the run. Regardless, I'm gonna collect the rest of the run from my shrine. But look at him, he just looks so cool. Also, I saw it on it, and I was like, claimed mine, and like no one else was claiming it, and I was like, he looks really good, so I got it. But I'm not gonna take this one out because everyone probably already knows what it looks like and stuff, but I'm so excited to read this one. I just love Superman. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I love Superman so much. I love him. He's like one of my favorites. Everyone always thinks I'm like a Batman girl, and like I am. I love Batman. Like, don't even question me. I love Batman. But like Superman really is like one of my tops. Like, he is one of my tops. I love him. Never talk ill on Superman in front of me, because like we will have an issue, genuinely. But next up is, all of these are now from the indie run, and I was actually okay, well, I'm gonna have to go into kind of an explanation on why I started or wanted these ones. So I don't know if most of you guys know, you probably don't, because I think I've mentioned it 1 or 2 times on this channel, but I don't think I've talked in detail about it. But like, I am like a pagan, so like I practice like paganism, and I also practice like witchcraft and stuff like that. And I have on my altars here, obviously I'm not gonna show any of them, but my spirit guide, she's like, I don't know why, but when this specific color of Evangeline came up on the live, I was like, oh, like that looks pretty cool. Like, I wasn't gonna buy it because I was genuinely strictly only there to look for Black Canary, Batman, Superman, like maybe some like Nightwing and like Red Hood and stuff like that. I was mainly looking for like DC. I was mainly looking for DC stuff. But so when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's really cool. But then, I'm not kidding, for an entire hour of that live, I could not stop thinking about this. And I was like, why the hell can't I stop thinking about it? And I was like, oh, it's, you know, because of like the angel wings. Like, I really like wings and stuff. Like, I love those kinds of motifs. I have so much of it literally everywhere. So it's like, oh, maybe it's because of that. Lo and behold, I was thinking about it, and it's because like my spirit guide really wanted this specific one. And so I looked it up, because I was like, I'm not gonna buy some comics that I'm not gonna read and stuff like that. So I like looked it up, and it sounds so good. So love you so much, girl. I literally love you so much. Like, her altar's like right in front of me right now, so she loved this cover specifically, so I think I'm gonna put this one on her altar. But all the other ones I bought for myself so I can read, and I still will read this one. Apparently this is issue 0, so I think it's like a prequel or something, so I will be reading this. The synopsis for this is that apparently Evangeline is an angel in like heaven. She's like a warrior, a god, or like a protector of the heavens and stuff like that, and she like questioned God's love for humanity, so he like cast her down from heaven, and she started, you know, fighting the evils on earth using her like angel abilities and stuff. That's what I got from the synopsis I saw on Google. I have not read these yet, so I could be wrong, but from what I saw on the synopsis on there, I think on the Wikipedia page, I was like, pass it over right now. So I got this one, which will be going on her altar, which she kind of looks a little bit like my spirit guide, a little bit, like not exactly, but like with the wings and everything. I was like, I get it. I really do. So I got her this one, which I will be reading, and I'm so excited. And then I'm gonna show you these 3 in one go because they're part of the same run. I don't know, I think they're the full run, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I have Evangeline Power 1, I have Evangeline Power 1, I have Evangeline Power 2, and then I have Evangeline Power 3. And I think these are the full run from what I saw on my Geekbox app. I think that's what it's called, but I use it to store literally all my comics. But I think this is the full run. Originally, I was only gonna buy this one, but then the seller was going through some boxes on the live and he saw these two, so he offered them to me, and I was like, originally I didn't know if they were part of the Power series and stuff, so I asked him, I was like, are they both like Avengers of the Power? And he was like, yes, and then I was like, add them to my stack. And so he did, and now I have them. And, okay, this one is the one I'm most excited about because it's foiled, and usually I don't buy foiled copies of books, of comics, unless I've read them and I really like them. But I know I'm gonna like this series. It's exactly right up my alley. I know I'm gonna love it, so I bought it. Evangeline 1 foiled, and this one I will take it out. Because I want to see it. I actually haven't seen this one. I took out JLA 4 and Bodies when I first got it because I really wanted to, like, because it was thick. I didn't realize how thick it was. Guys. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, this looks insane. Wait. Oh my god. Look at the foiling on that. Oh my god. And then it's like with the, I think it's is it a connected, oh my god, hold on, let me find a way to hold this. I haven't read it yet, so I don't want to look on the inside. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Look, it's connected. It's a connecting foil cover. Oh my god, I'm literally, and then on the inside, the page, this is, I think Evangeline has a show. I think that's why I keep seeing stuff from a live action photo shoot. So I think there is a live action because I think I read some comics in the live talking about it. But yeah, look at the foil. This is issue 1 from, I think this is the main run. So I need literally the rest of the comics for the first run. I think I have all the comics for the Power run, and I literally just need the rest for this run. But are you? Dude, that's gorgeous. I'm literally gonna read this as soon as I can. That's, like, this is insane. Yeah, bagged and boarded, like, gorgeous. And I got all of these, guys, I got all of these beauties for only $8. Now we're gonna talk about my process. I'm going to talk to you about my process on how I got them for so cheap and stuff. And in total, it was $17. Totally worth it. $17 is barely anything when it comes to comics. If I, like, truthfully, compared to what I've paid for past comics and whatnot and stuff like that, that's a steal. He's definitely a seller I will be going back to. He actually has a live later today at 5 p.m. that I will be joining and I will be buying from. Literally, don't worry. But his name is Spooge. I'm gonna put his Whatnot account. I'm gonna put his Whatnot account up on the screen, and then I'm gonna put up my receipt, or the little, like, icon that shows up in your bot on Whatnot. I forgot what the tab is called, but, like, when you go on Whatnot, when you buy something, like, it'll show you, like, in transit, blah 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 blah, blah, like what you bought, whatever. I'll show you up what mine was, so you'll see, like, exactly and stuff. But it was literally just $8 for the actual comics themselves, and then it was $9 with something cents for shipping and stuff, which is pretty regular. Usually I pay, like, in between $5 to $9 for shipping on Whatnot, so I don't really mind because I usually buy my comics in bulk on there anyways, like these ones. I got literally all 4 of these in a bulk, in a bundle. I mean, I got them all in a bundle with, like, 3 other comics for, like, around $23 and stuff like that, which literally a save. So if you're not already on Whatnot and you are collecting comics, action figures, whatever, literally do it. Like, this is obviously not a sponsorship. I have 90 subscribers. Like, I'm literally a nobody on this platform and stuff like that. So trust me, if you're collecting, Whatnot is your best choice. But his name is Splooge. Spooge. It's one of those two. I'm recording on my phone, so I literally can't check. Actually, let me get my iPad. Because I have it on my iPad. I have my iPad right here on my lap. Let's see. my big old dirty iPad. My case is so dirty. Oh my god, I need to clean it. Spooj. Spoog with three O's. But yeah, here's his account again. That is where I've bought in from him and stuff like that. Again, the total was literally just $17 with a few cents. Totally worth it. Came super quick. I bought it, I think, on Saturday. It is currently Thursday when it came in, or no, yeah, it's Thursday and stuff like that, because the postal office was closed on Monday for Memorial Day, I guess, so they weren't shipping. But honestly, quick. It was so quick and stuff like that. He's also super nice. His community on there is phenomenal. They're so nice. It was my first live with him specifically, so I didn't know what was going on. He did a $2 claim. I think that's was his, because the other package I'm getting is from 2 different lives from the same guy, not Spooj, a different guy. So I'm like trying to remember, but he had a claiming system. I don't remember if it was $2 for each one, but he had a claiming system regardless. And stuff like that. So he would essentially show a comic, and then you would put a C into the chat or whatever, and then he would add it to your pile, and then you could cash out whenever or at the end of the live or whatever and stuff like that. So I honestly really liked that system. I liked that system a little better than them showing the comic and then you sliding on the thing at the bottom and then buying it and stuff like that. I kind of do enjoy doing the claiming system, building up your pile, and then at the end of it, when you cash out, he'll go through your pile and stuff, and you can decide whether you want all of them or whether you want to take some out and keep the rest and stuff like that. I honestly personally like that a little better. And I was talking to some of the people in the comments, because I like making friends everywhere I go and stuff like that, and one of them suggested that I literally just claim any of the ones I like, and at the end review them when he's flipping through them, and then just take out whichever ones you don't want, or unless you got some duplicates and stuff like that, which is really cool. So you genuinely don't have to buy all the ones you've claimed, which I think is a really cool system. I've never seen that system before. Alright, it is actually Editor Dove right now. I'm watching Spooj's live right next to me while I'm editing. But I just wanted to leave a disclaimer by saying that I don't think he was the one that did the $2 claim, so I hope you're not going into his live thinking it's $2, because he does 100% have the claim system, but I am not 1,000% sure that it's $2, so please do not go into the live thinking that everything's gonna be $2. Like, obviously I feel like that's common sense, but I feel like some people need like the the disclaimer and like the 100%, because I feel like if people go into the live expecting everything to be $2, shit's gonna go haywire and stuff. So please don't go in thinking it's gonna be $2. Like, read his caption and stuff and his like live notes and stuff. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to like put that out there, that no, they're not all $2. He just has a claiming system. I just feel like I didn't I just don't think I said it right. But yeah, he 100% does have a claiming system. They're not all $2. Okay. I think I got the point across. But yeah, just like read his live notes and like listen, but they're not $2. Okay, moving on Whatnot. I've only been on Whatnot I think a month and stuff like that, and I only started buying stuff a few weeks ago, because I was just like, I get a little scared buying things on websites I've never used before. But now I've been buying from there for like weeks now, I think almost a month or two, and truthfully it is great. I think you just have to be very selective with the sellers you're buying from, because I've gone into some lives where the sellers are like, they're kind of rude and they're kind of mean, and I really don't like the way they do things and the way they talk to their audience and stuff. So I personally don't buy from sellers like that, but the sellers I have bought from are super nice. They have amazing deals going on all the time. They sell their comics in really good condition, package them really well. They're also just very kind. They build really nice communities and stuff like that, so you literally never have to worry about you know, them talking down to you if you're asking for a certain type of comic that they don't have. Because I have seen some sellers do that, where people like ask for a certain type of comic, like Hulk or something, and then the seller would be really mean about it, like, no dude, I literally don't have Hulk, literally go somewhere else, blah blah blah. And then their community will be like super mean about it too. So I personally don't really like that. Like, if I go into a live and I see someone ask for something and the seller and their community is just being like really mean about it, then I'm just like, I get the hell out of there and I go somewhere else. So yeah, no, everyone I've bought from, especially Spooge and his community are genuinely some of the nicest I've ever had the pleasure of meeting and buying from. So I would definitely recommend if you're collecting. He's also got so many comics. Like Evangeline, I had genuinely never seen this comic specifically until his live and stuff like that, and he had so many. There's this other indie one that he had called Glory that sounded really interesting, so I think once I finish these I might look into Glory because it looked really good, and Evangeline and Glory have a joint comic, so I think I might read that one to get into Glory maybe. But he had a bunch of DC, obviously, a bunch of Marvel, obviously, and literally a ton of comics I'd never heard of and stuff like that. And a lot of just really good comics for really good prices and stuff. And he sells like already preset bundles and like full runs and stuff for really good prices in his shop. So truthfully, I would recommend Spooge if you're looking to get into comics and stuff like that. He's super nice. His community is really nice. So you literally never have to worry about being looked down upon for either just joining in comic collecting or looking for a specific type that literally everybody has. Like it's super inclusive and stuff like that, which I really enjoyed. And yeah, I feel like I went on a little bit of a tangent there, but I like to be very informed about things, and usually when people watch these kinds of videos it's because they're like looking for specific things, and you know, they like to be informed and stuff like that. So I want to be able to inform people as much as possible, especially considering I'm still very, and I mean extremely, new to collecting comics. My collection is minuscule, truthfully. Like, this is probably the biggest bundle I've ever bought in from someone, and it is helping my my collection grow. And honestly, meeting people in these lives and meeting these sellers and talking to these people and talking to these sellers and stuff during live has helped me a lot into getting into this hobby and stuff like that, and staying in this hobby. So it is very nice, and I also love just talking to literally anybody about comics and stuff. So if you're very new into this and you want a friend to talk to about it, DM me on Instagram, dovely.xo. It's going to be linked at the bottom too. I literally love making friends and stuff like that. I don't really have a lot of friends that read comics, so it'd be really great to talk to people and stuff. So yeah, being new into this hobby is kind of difficult, especially nowadays, because everyone kind of got into it after the Superman movie from last year, which loved that movie. It was so good. So as a longtime DC fan, it did push me into collecting, so that was really nice, because a lot of people that I've met that collect comics like long term, that have been doing it for years, kind of get a little mean about newer people getting into it, which I find really odd, because I think meeting new people that want to get into your hobby is a really cool thing, and it is very fun to learn things together, because sometimes they'll even teach you new things that in your years of collecting you didn't even know and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't want to turn into one of those people. I'm still very new, so it's going to be literally years before I ever become like a real collector, as they put it, and stuff like that. So let's be new together. Let's literally learn together. And for now, I'm literally buying from my local comic stores and off sellers on Whatnot. And if you guys have any questions, or you guys literally just want to talk or anything, DM me. Let's talk. It'd be really fun. So yeah, this was my haul and my little rant about Whatnot, because I love that app. Sorry. And Spooge, if you're watching this, because I am gonna send you a link to this video, I love your comics. These were great. They came in such great condition, and I will be buying from you. I will be buying. You're literally one of my number one sellers now on Whatnot, and I will be going into almost every one of your lives to buy more when I need some, when I want some. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was my little comic book haul. This is really fun to do. I love my comic books. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. You don't have to, but it'd be really helpful. Sorry, my ring keeps like getting stuck on like my top right now, because it's like super knitted and stuff, and like my ring is like really bulky, so like the wings are getting stuck in the holes. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Subscribe, comment, like if you'd like. You don't have to, but it'd be really helpful to the channel to get it boosted onto towards other people that are interested in this topic as well. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night, and I will see you guys later. Bye!